What's up, guys? Welcome to another day of Hella Stance. Yesterday we did a radiator, and the day before that we kind of did the cutting on the the back end of the car, the trunk of the car. So today we're gonna just clean up the engine bay and do some wire removal, and get it all prepped up for paint. So last time you guys seen this car, I actually hacked it and cut it and make it, you know, make it. I didn't make it look nice yet, but it's still hacked off. I'm not worried about it because I want to get all of that off. We did manage to take this out. I was trying to save this, but I just ripped it off. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna rip it off. We took the gas lines off. We took a lot of stuff off, and here is the lights, the back lights that's connected to the harness. We're gonna get rid of that harness today, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get rid of the whole engine harness and prep it up for the K-Series. Let me see. So this is the engine harness from the base series. So what you want to do is you want to, go to the fuse box, which is over here. You kind of unclip it off. We don't need this engine harness because we already have one for the K24, so we're going to remove this. So to remove that, you need two bolts from here, number 10. See these two 10s right here? We kind of disconnect that from here. I already did that, and you kind of just unplug these, and then once you do that, you pull this up, and once you pull it up, it will all come off one piece right there. That's the whole engine harness, and we do not need this engine harness. This is not our engine harness. So we have a K-Series harness, so we'll just put that over here. That's a no-no. We don't need that. You guys could sell that on eBay or something. That's probably what I'm gonna do in the future. Now it's all cleaned up, and ready. So usually when people do these, they leave this box in back of their seat. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be leaving this box, and I'm going to try to figure out what wires goes to which. So like I said, tune into our build, and I'm going to show you step by step how to put all of these stuff in. So you see all of this, you see how that is connected to the tail lights. So what we're going to do in the future is we're going to unloom all of this, and we're going to make this where it goes over there instead, and we only want just this wire to come to the back, and I'm gonna run it in here, through out here, so people don't see it, through here and in here, because I just like to make the engine bay look clean. So now we're gonna pressure wash it for now, and we're gonna start sanding. So the hard part in doing these is these gas lines right here. So once I unbolted all of these bolts right there, you kind of want to just pull the gas tank out and actually pull it from here. Same thing with this. We removed all of this too. We're gonna have a customized one. We're gonna put like a little pipe extender, and then put a little and put it through the motor of the K-Series. Same thing with that. We took that all off. I don't know what wire this goes to, but I unloomed it and I cut it. So when I got this car, it already looked like this, so I just decided to cut it off. It's gonna be a headache if I left this on, so I just decided to cut it. I don't know what it is for. I'm gonna figure out what this wire is for, but for now I'm gonna push it through so I could have space to paint this engine bay. So other than that, that's about it. And this is your fuel line right here. So that's the fuel line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect this fuel filter. We're gonna disconnect this, and this is our fuel line right there. So that's gonna be your fuel line going into my fuel pressure regulator. And I'm still trying to find my return line. This is not the return line for sure. This is just the evap. I think the return line might be this one or this one. These two. It might be these two, the return line. I think it might be this one. I'm gonna test both of them just to check it out, but I think it might be this one, so we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna run a fuel filter from there, run a fuel filter and a fuel pressure regulator after it. So from there to a filter to the fuel pressure regulator, and the return line might be going to here, and the line will go to the K-series. Like I said, I'm gonna paint this, so everything has to come off. Everything has to come off. Look at all this dirt right here. See the accumulation? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to vacuum that. All this plastic piece has to come off. Everything has to come off. The engine bay is coming along good. I love it. Before I do anything to this, I do prefer cleaning and everything and doing the engine bay before you put in your motor. We gotta take that mount off. We might be making custom mounts, guys. I'm still deciding if I should just make my own custom mounts. So I think I might need that in the future, just as a diagram. So I'm debating if I should make my own custom mounts for the K-series, but we'll figure it out. And here it is, guys. So here is my fuel pressure regulator. So I'm gonna try to fit it in now, so then when I do paint it, I know where to attach it and everything. So I'm gonna try to fit it in right now. I just thought about it, and the fuel pressure regulator doesn't connect to that first. It actually connects to this first. So scratch that. We're gonna connect the fuel pressure regulator onto this motor first. And to do that, you guys have to have an aftermarket fuel rail. So lucky this already came with the K-tune, so I'm gonna take that off and actually try to fit it in. You could have it. What you could do is you could have it where the fuel connect to the filter, connect to the fuel pressure regulator, then it connects to that. Or you can have it where the fuel connects to the fuel filter straight to here, and then it comes out from here to a fuel pressure regulator. That's what I prefer for higher horsepower cars, because the fuel is not restricted, it's there. And the other way is the fuel filter to the fuel pressure regulator. To there, it's kind of restricted. You're kind of basically you're limiting your amount of fuel to get in here. So, and we want to get as much fuel as we can in here. So we're gonna do what we're gonna from the gas tank to the fuel for the gas tank to the fuel filter to here, out from here to the fuel pressure regulator, and then from there's a return line. That's how we're gonna build this motor up. So obviously the MR2 doesn't have this nipple, like I said, so you guys have to remove this. You guys have to remove this as well. So you want the fuel to hit it, like you want the fuel to flow through there to a fuel pressure regulator. Or you could do just filter fuel pressure regulator to here and just close it up with this. Close it up with this, and you could do it that way too, but we're trying to build at high horsepower in the future, so we'll just do it that way. But for now, I just want to try to get it running. But if I have that set up already like that, I don't have to worry about it in the future. That's why we're doing it that way. Well, that sucks. We came through a problem. I mean, these fittings is too big. Watch, I'll show you. These fittings are too big, and these fittings are too small. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to buy, I'm gonna either have to drill into this and put this here, and then on this side we're gonna have to drill into this as well. So we're gonna have to cut this off, and we're gonna have to drill into that and actually put another one in just like this. Put another one in just like that. So we're gonna probably have to drill these two in. It's fairly simple. You kind of just have to tap it in, and that's what we're gonna do. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. I don't have my drill, and it's all at the drill press is at VIP. So I'm gonna have to cut this over there and drill it over there, just so I can make it fit. And yep, so I'm gonna take these two with me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drill it out. But I got the fuel pressure regulator, and I don't know if I should do it here, then I need a longer wire, or I should do it from the firewall. I think I might do it from the firewall, from somewhere right here. Here we go. So the exhaust is going out there. This is the intake. I'm not gonna put it on yet because I have to put the motor in and see where this could fit, but I'm gonna take all those fittings and connect it and see where would I like to put this at. So yep, it's pretty cheap, guys. These I'm I use an eBay brand. This one cost me like $40. Just so I can mock it up. I'm gonna eventually upgrade to a bigger fuel pressure regulator and a 10 AN fitting and a custom fuel cell. So don't worry about this. This is just temporary, guys. What's the point in spending a lot of money if you're just gonna have it for temporary and take the motor out and put another faster motor in anyways? So we're taking the fuse. I mean, not the fuse. So we're taking the fuel line. This is where the fuel line come in at. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that out. Is the number 19 and number 14. So 14 right here, number 19 here, and we'll just unscrew that off. Okay, got it off. It's right here. We got it off. And now time to take out the fuel filter out. All right, unplug that. So this will all come off with it. So that's cleaned up. That's cleaned up. I'm thinking this is our return line here. I know this for sure isn't the return line, so I think this is the return line. I don't know what this one is for. Oh, I'm gonna check. This looks like it goes into the fuel too, but this for sure goes in. This is coming out, so I'm thinking this might go in. This is for the evap. This is going all the way down for sure. So this is our fuel line. This is our return, I think. This might be our return. All right, guys. So this is our fuel line. This is our return. That's where we're gonna go with. So this is our return. This I do not know. I think it might still be an evap too system. Also took the antenna off. Mine was aftermarket, so it wasn't hard to take off. It's only 2 Phillips, but this is where we're at. If you notice, I took the whole mounts off. I took everything off. I kind of took everything and bunched it all together right there, so so I could start sanding it down. Make sure if you guys do sand down, cover that hole right there, cover that gas tank right there with like, do not cover it with the whole with paper. Cover it with something like plastic, something rubber, like rubber gloves. Stick it in there, you know. Do not put paper in that. Same thing with all of these other lines, because when you're sanding it down, you don't want that to ignite, you know. So just to be safe, and I honestly suggest drain your gas line, and that's what I didn't do, and I had to pay for it with all of this gas here, and it smells. So I am high right now, guys. I am high. So other than that, everything looks good. I'm gonna pressure wash it. I'm gonna sand this all down tomorrow. I'm gonna sand this all down, make it look really clean. Sand everything else down, and I'm gonna primer it up. I have the primer, but don't have the paint. Still debating on the color, either gray or red. Make sure you guys comment below, gray or red. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, there's gonna be more MR2 stuff, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.